Hey everybody, we are back live. Here's Travis's son. He's been peeking over my shoulder most of the weekend. He's back live here at Kohler Park in Cicero, Illinois for the Joe Lopez, Phil Coronado Memorial Softball Tournament, 4th year. Okay, I don't normally do this, but I got Los Borrachos and Bullies. And Bullies pulled a little bit of the upset. They ended up beating 10 deep earlier today. And so, always good to see. Keep waiting for Bullies to kind of keep making that progression. And getting a win over 10 deep certainly helps in that regard. So leadoff man, little Dave Bradford, grounds out to Anthony Lopez. And that's how the game starts here today. Thanks, Evan. That brings up Mark. And again, you were allowed to pick up a couple of players. It is open roster out here. And we'll be back a little bit later in the day with some more ball for you guys. With Devontae on deck. And there's a hard ground ball up the middle. Cotto can't get to it. It sneaks through. And there's our first hit of the game. Good speed aboard. Of course, Mark can go get it in the outfield.
Take your pitch and drive it.
Here's Devontae with Dario on deck. So we showed you a little bit of the Bullies in the Los Borrachos Winter League out at Intentional Sports. First time I've seen them out on dirt this year. And there's a ball spanked into center. That'll sit in front of the center fielder. Throw to third, and he's going to sneak in there. Play that was a lot closer than you would think, the way Mark can run.
Let's go, Dar!
So runners on the corner with one out here brings up Dario.
Let's go, Dar!
I'm going to get off the line here a little bit. Big, strong left-handed hitter. We've seen Dario in the dome drive the ball. Didn't quite barrel it up. Sean Quinn will make the catch. First run of the ball game. Bullies take an early lead, 1-0. And as usual this time of the day, a little difficult to see the camera. So as a result, if my camera work isn't as stellar as usual, you'll know why. Let's see if I can maybe make this thing a little brighter. And there's a Chew, pops up to Cotto, and that'll be the end of the first inning. But the Bullies do grab a very early lead here, 1-0, as we head to the bottom of the first. And if you're the Bullies, you're happy you got the run. If you're Los Borrachos, you're happy they only got one, as it could have been a lot worse. So I'm going to see here. So, yeah, it's about as bright as it's going to get. So Gio's just going to have to struggle here this time of the day. So this tournament can be going on pretty much all day. And a lot of the teams camped out. A little overcast, which is nice. It's probably about 72 to 74 degrees out here. Light breeze. They did say this afternoon we might get some wind gusts. So we'll see how that plays out. So here's Cotto. Had a nice ball game last night in the game Borrachos won against Hardaway. And there's a ground ball up the middle, handled by the short center for out number one. So Church got himself a big Sunday hop there, handled it easily. So here's Trey Johnson. And Bullies beating 10 deep. I guess you'd have to call that an upset. 10 deep's been playing pretty good. This is double a win. So So 10 deep is still in the game. We got Savage and Waves down at the other field, and that ball's going to be flared way out of play. Looked like 10 deep just got done playing, so that diamond a little behind on the other field. So little Dave Bradford on the hill, one of the major players that they were allowed to pick up. Of course, little Dave, part of BTA this year, as he left high wide, pitching to a former teammate, Trey Johnson. And Trey, little high fly ball going back as the center fielder, and he makes the play.
Good, good. Hey, big ball over here.
So, Devontae got back there. Brings up Ant. Yeah, this glare is killing me. So we're going to be doing camera work by feel. And there's a ball stroked into right field, going back and making the play is the right fielder, Izzy. So at the end of one complete, 1-0. And trying to get my scoreboard to work here. So quiet inning there for the Barachos as they go 3 up, 3 down. And it's going to be Church, Spada, and Izzy. So for your teams that are going to be in the midsummer, we're going to try to Father's Day creating a little havoc with us. So we're going to see if we can't get a draw put together. It might not be live streamed due to the holiday, but we're going to try to hopefully get that bracket out tomorrow. Midway's not too far from here. We're off of Austin, and there's a swing and a base hit. So Church leads off with a double as he slashed it down the right field line. I'd say Midway's probably maybe 4 miles from here. And yes, this tournament is normally at Harrison, so it brings up Spada, the first baseman. Lead off double here for the Bullies.
Nobody turns, nobody.
This is a winter bracket game, and he drives it foul down the left field line. Again, we are playing 1-on-1 count. This is Chicago-style 16-inch softball. You've seen it correct, no gloves. We use a 16-inch clincher, 60-foot bases. You can lead off. I believe in this tournament you can actually advance 1 base if they try to pick you off. Pitcher gets a drag step, 1 step left, right, or back. 2 fakes or hesitation. And Spada takes that outside. Third arm action must be to deliver the ball home. And there's a ground ball, and Trey Johnson got a hand on it. It'll save a run temporarily, but everybody's safe. Throw or fake to a base is one of your fakes or hesitations. 38 feet from the rubber to the point of home plate. 6-12 on the arc. 1-on-1 count this weekend. So brings Izzy up. Runners on the corner. Nobody out. 81-0 here. Bullies trying to expand the lead. And Izzy tries to go down that line and just foul. See if we got that on the replay. That might have been right on the line. But awful close. Again, I'm having a lot of trouble watching here, so we'll see if we catch it. And again, I'm looking into a lot of camera glare, so I can't see it. So 2 strikes, and Izzy spanks it, but right at the right fielder. Will score the second run, or the left fielder, excuse me. So 2-0 Bullies. They have been efficient. They're scoring runners when they have had the chance. First out of the inning. Brings up the third baseman, Jesse. There's a little soft pop-up. Trey Johnson going back, makes the catch and snaps the throw.
There you go. There you go.
And the pinch runner, Chu, lost track of the outs. Easy out. So Trey Johnson with a quick little catch and throw. And that'll end the inning, but the Bullies do add to the lead. Head to the bottom of the second. They lead by 2. So it's going to be Travis, Sean Quinn, and Nano. Had a long talk with Manny Sanchez Sr., who was running the tournament. I said, is it Nano? Gave me the whole backstory about how Nano's older sister couldn't say Emmanuel. The way it came out was kind of Nano, and it just stuck. So here's Travis Smith, hit a bomb last night into left center field. Had a couple other hits, I believe, in that game. And wandering in late, looks like Shavonte Samuels. Travis high in the center. Center fielder is there, and he makes the catch. So here's Sean Quinn. For Sean. Saw Sean with the splash team. Came over here to Barachos this year. Like that shirt little Dave got on. With the red SSA logo. Nice stuff. And that ball is flared, fouled down the line. Yeah, I thought that ball might have been fair too when I saw it. Of course, we have the advantage of being about 65 feet farther up the line and closer to it. And Sean Quinn strokes a hit up the middle. So one out base runner brings up Nano.
It's hard to because I'm just going to pop up.
And he tries to walk the dog right on the chalk. Quinn will score the first run for Baracho. Nano hits a triple right on the chalk line. And Barachos break the seal. And it brings up Anthony Lopez. Got a little dust on this screen. I probably should have cleaned the screen off here. So Anthony Lopez now, easy opportunity for an RBI or two. Oh, they sent Quinn back. Apparently the ball rolled out of play. No need to change the scoreboard back as Lopez drives them in anyway. So we're all tied at 2 here. No courtesy run for Anthony. That scoreboard should say 2-2. Again, I'm fighting a lot of glare here. If it doesn't, please let me know. Here's Rocco Curio. And there's a ground ball. Edwin. And they turn the double play. And that'll end the inning.
Yes, 100%. There we go. You see some 9.
So we'll head to the 3rd. Tie ball game. Yeah. 2-2, top of the 3rd.
It's okay if you want to drop one this inning, okay? I got you. I appreciate that, Pa. Yeah, for sure. Only when you're back, though. All right.
So it's going to be Jamie, Edwin, and then the top of the lineup. And Dave for the Bullies. New ball game here as we start this 3rd inning. Hold on. And there he strokes it out toward Quinn, who will make the play.
Let's go, E.
So here's Edwin, who runs the ball club. See Edwin play a lot of short center, playing second base today. And Edwin, little roller. Trey Johnson can't make the play, and now it kicks out of play. So they're not going to give him a bag because the ball hit the coach and went out of play. So they called it a dead ball. It wasn't intentional. Spada was trying to get out of the way, and it just caught the back heel. And they called it dead. And that's a bad break for the Bullies because that ball looked like it might have gone out of play anyway. So here's Dave Bradford. 1 out base run. And Dave goes out. Sean Quinn is there. No tag. That's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Mark. And again, we talked last night, Rocco, a left-handed thrower. So if you're a base runner, you always got to be aware of if the catcher and Ross smokes a single into center, and runners on the corner. So Bully's threatening here with 2 outs for Devontae.
Hey, I'm right here, boy. I'm right here, Johnny. You're crazy as hell, man.
Let's go, Devontae.
Throw it next time. Throw it away.
Jamie, get ready.
Throw it so you can throw it away.
Shoot it!
So a little trash talking going on. Good natured, both laughing. So here's Devontae. Chance to put the Bullies back up in front.
Stop.
Hey, one spin's a hit there.
Put Dario on deck.
There's the third baseman for 45.
Full count now, 2 outs. Mark Ross, good speed, will be running on the release, and there he goes. And there's a little flare. Cotto's there. So they work out of a little bit of a jam. We'll head to the bottom of the third, still tied at 2. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. Don't know what happened there, but my audio book started playing. Don't know what happened there. The audio book started playing. Little James Lee Burke. Don't have time to read anymore. I think I got my Bluetooth in my pocket and it must have pushed on it. So here's the leadoff man for Barachos, Cody, and he strokes ahead, and it brings up J-Rod.
J-Rod, Jamie Cotto. Hey, Cody, you want me to run for you? No, who's going to run for you?
Well, thank you for the kind words. That's why we do it. Got to spread the gospel. So Barachos 2-2. They have not led in the game. They did fall behind 2-0, but they've tied it. High fly ball by J-Rod. Drop. Still got time. Throw to second. In time. So Mark Ross was there. Center fielder Devontae came over. Devontae ended up taking charge, but he dropped it. But he did recover to get the fielder's choice. And that brings up Jamie. Again, the runner saw the catch. He went out there about 25-30% towards second, and then he had turned to come back. And when the ball got dropped, he had to kind of turn around, try to get there, just couldn't do it. And Jamie, little short pop-up, Izzy's there, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And back to the top of the lineup in Cotto. So the courtesy run for J-Rod. You only get one courtesy runner an inning. So definitely an upgrade in speed. Cotto just grounds a single through the hole.
There you go, Cotto. I guess he's back.
First and second. And it brings up Trey.
Hey, Cotto, wait for me. Hey, Jamie, Cotto. Hey, 2 outs. Hey, 2 outs.
So 2 outs. Cotto will be running on the swing. Definitely going to score on that stretch single. Jamie should score on any kind of a hit. And there's a hard ground ball. Spada got a hand on it, but it trickled to the outfield. Barachos take their first lead, and that's a mistake. Izzy double clutched it, and Cotto ends up scoring. Again, Izzy kind of hesitated. Double pump, and then kind of threw it away. Your best bet there is just to throw it to your cutoff guy, who should be the pitcher. There's no real space here behind the backstop. You don't need your pitcher to get behind the catcher here. But what you need is for your pitcher to set up and give that outfielder a target so he knows where he's throwing it, and just pick it up and hit the cutoff guy. Meanwhile, Trey Johnson all the way to third. And there's a ground ball, and now there's a little bit of a mistake there as Church let the ball get deep, hit him in the foot, and another run scores. And Barachos have taken a 5-2 lead here. And here's Travis Smith. So some shaky defense here by the Bullies has opened the door. And here's Travis, good speed aboard. Travis high, fly ball. Mark Ross goes back, puts it away. But Barachos take their first lead of the ball game as we head to the fourth, 5-3. So here come the Bullies. So here comes Dario to lead off. Big pull swing. Fouls that pitch off. And now he goes hard up the middle, base hit. So leadoff man on here for the Bullies. They scored the first two, been outscored by 5 since. And they'll come in the courtesy run, and here's Chu with Church on deck. And that's a weird setup. He was kind of facing the first baseman, trying to figure out how much space he could get there. Now he's more conventional. And Chu, a little flare. And that's going to be back over by the crowd over here. Just missed a hair deep on that. And there's a little soft flare coming in. Center fielder makes the catch. First out of the inning. And that's going to bring up to short center Church.
Hey, on the swing, take off.
And there's a high pop-up. Well, they do a good job here. They're selling chicken and steak tacos, quesadillas, hot dogs, hamburgers, all kinds of snacks. So Manny and his wife doing a good job with the food. This tournament can be going on all day. If you're in the neighborhood, come on out, grab a lawn chair, grab a bite, and enjoy some softball. And Church line drive, Trey Johnson makes the catch, a little flip back, second line drive, double play ball, hit into by the Bullies. Both cases, the ball was hit at Trey Johnson. So halfway through, 5-2, Los Barachos. And somebody flying a drone in the middle of the field. I don't know if you can see it on the camera there. Should be right in the middle of your picture there. They got a tree in the background, so it's hard to see. I think the operator might not be as good as he thinks. If he stays there, he may end up getting hit by a softball. It was not a UFO. Gio can confirm it was a drone. So here's Sean Quinn, first pitch swinging. Mark Ross makes the catch for out number one. Brings up Nano. And there's a swing and a foul ball there. Reggie, you guys win down there? So 10 deep still alive. They did get upset by Bullies earlier today, but they won their second game. And there's a base hit. And now the ball gets past Ross a little bit, not far enough for Nano. Nano.
I was like, no, that throws eggs on the money.
And it brings up Anthony Lopez. And there's a swing, and he gets it past Edwin. Nano will get to second. So first two hitters on here. Or excuse me, one out. Brings up Rocco. I got a new hat, and this microphone headset sliding all over my hat here. It's not staying where I want it to. And there's a base hit for Rocco. And they're going to hold him. Perfect throw by Izzy. One hop strike to the plate. It's a good thing Nano didn't go. He'd have been out. So the base is loaded, one out. And it brings up Cody. And he hits a fly ball and gets through Izzy. That ball's going to roll. One run is in. 2 runs are in. Rocco chugging for the plate. He's going to try it. Throw wide. Grand slam. Hit a little sinking line drive. Izzy came in. Couldn't get there, and the ball scooted between his legs and rolled for a grand slam. And just like that, it's 9-2, and here's J-Rod. And J-Rod delivers a base hit.
on the bag. Let's go! It almost got past me, just stuck it right there.
So Barachos have exploded here the last couple of innings. Here's Jamie. And there's a hard ground ball. 8 to shortstop up. Everybody's safe. So first and second now is Jamie's on. And it brings up the top of the lineup here. Still only one out.
Oh, 1,200 pounds around the bases.
And there's a little roller, Church, over to Edwin. And you can see they had Edwin at second earlier. They get to fielder's choice. J-Rod goes to third. Runners on the corner, and they put Church over here at second, trying to get a little bit more range as Barachos have run a few hits through that hole on this side. Brings up Trey Johnson. 2 outs, runners on the corner. And Trey goes opposite field and dumps a hit. 10th run is in. Cotto will stop at second.
It's you, bro. Hey, it's you.
So Barachos starting to free swing it here a little bit. Brings up Ann. So after jumping up 2-0, Barachos have scored the next 10 to take an 8-run lead here.
Hey, stop waiting. Go hit some hard.
And there's a hard hit off of Church's foot. Ball bouncing around. Cotto scores. And you can see the bullies now. Their body language is not real good now. And Mike Cruz going to take a swing here for Travis. Bases are loaded for Sean Quinn on the walk. And there's a long fly ball. Izzy goes back and he makes the catch to end the inning. So Quinn flies out to end the inning, but they push it out 11-2. So we head to the 5th. And if you are the bullies, you need to put something up because it is 10 after 5 and they're sitting on 9 right now. And it'll be Nano, Anthony Lopez, and Rocco coming up in the bottom of the 5th. So it's going to be Spada, Izzy, and Jesse. Bullies had solo run in the first, solo run in the second. It's been all Barachos ever since, as they've scored the last 11.
Got my blanket. Thank you.
And Spada swings, hits that ball way foul.
You gotta get there.
There's a little ground ball between third and short. Nano couldn't get to it. Cotto tried, but perfectly placed. So here's Izzy.
And he was with us. And third base. Yeah, 3 hours. So, how about Theo, kid? I know you don't speak Spanish. Let me garbage. Camille. Oh, where you going? Right, come on.
After Anthony Lopez, Bullies have not been stringing a lot of hits together. Little ground ball, and Nano stood up on it and then threw it away, and they're both going to advance.
Hey! I should have done yesterday that rundown. Hey, don't look there! Let's get these out!
So here's Edwin. And there's a little ground ball to second. A little shovel. They do score a run. First run that they've put on the board here since second inning. That makes it 11-3.
Hey! Cody, your guy! John, your way!
And it brings up Jamie.
Hey!
And Jamie, a little soft flare, but Quinn is there. Izzy tags, but goes back. Throw to third, just underneath the tag. And here comes Edwin. And there's a hard ground ball, and it gets through. Nano, another run scores, 11-4.
Still needs like the man was back in the third.
Top of the fifth here. Brings up the top of the lineup. Little Dave Bradford.
Right here.
So the Barachos' defense pretty good. A couple of bobbles here, and they've allowed Bully Club to put a couple up. But Bullies need this top to start dumping some hits, and Bradford comes through. Edwin will cruise into third.
No, God, play with me like that. Play with me like that. Play with me like that. You do what you do, God. Play with me like that. I'll step up one more here.
There are spots left. If you scroll down, you can see the flyer. Reach out to Patty Caputo, Ray Zarnick, or Carlos Castleberry. You can let us know if you want to put a team in there. High pop-up by Ross. And that'll end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the fifth, 11-4. So it's going to be Nano, Anthony Lopez, and Rocco. Trying for a soft cut that was way out of play.
Bring them out. Make them be a picture up there.
I ain't getting no taco.
And there's a little ground ball. Church in time for out number one.
Take your glasses off.
What are we doing, Bradley?
Come on, Flo. Get out of that case back there.
Here comes Anthony Lopez. Church another chance. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Rocco.
Don't let Church get all the outs this inning.
And Rocco, hard ground ball, base hit. Brings up Cody. There's a high fly ball. Ross circling. Makes the catch. So we'll head to the 6th. All Barachos.
I don't think I'm stupid enough for that bad
So it's going to be Devontae, Dario, and Chew. And there's a hard ground ball to Trey Johnson. Out number 1.
Go, Doc.
Again, this is a winter bracket game, so the Bullies should end up losing. They would still be in the event. And Dario pulls a single in front of Quinn. 1 out base runner. And here comes Chew. Little ground ball to Johnson. The throw across. Not in time. So they get to fielder's choice. Brings up Church. And Church scores. And Church scores one, but J-Rod right there to make the catch. Good read. Over there, made the nice belly catch. Yeah, can't seem to get my timing right. Of course, I can't see the replay button. No excuse. Got to get better. So bottom of the 6th inning here. J-Rod Jamie on the top. 11-4. And there's a high towering fly ball. Marcus there puts it away for out number 1. So this could be the 7th. No, bottom 6. My bad. Sorry. Towering. Papa busy taking charge. Puts it away. Here's Cotto. And he gets it over the top of the shortstop for a 2-out base hit. Brings up Trey Johnson.
I wasn't. He was in the interview. He said in the interview, was that your father? You're good, Cotto.
And that's going to be way foul.
Hey, Brad. Hey, but Evans Jones said this ain't dog.
And Trey goes to the alley. That's trouble. It's down. One run is in, and Trey will get a stand-up double. 12-4 ball game. And there's a swing by Ant. And that eats him up out there. The ball's going to roll. One run is in. Ant chugging to third. Takes a big turn, but he'll stop there. Ball took a crazy hop off the carpet. (13-4), and that is the game winner, Mike Cruz. That would be the 10th run over there at third base. They're going to pitch to Mike. Little ground ball to the shortstop, and we will go to the 7th. So the Bullies do survive. And they do make it to the 7th. So do or die here for the Bullies Ball Club. 7, top of 7. So we got Spada, Izzy, and Jesse. And they got a whole lot of work to do. They need 9 for the game to continue. 10 gives them a lead. Anything less, and Los Borrachos will stay clean. And as a programming note, this glare is killing me. I gotta go get some sunglasses. And we'll be back a little bit later for Winter Bracket Championship game. I'm not sure if that's a 3:30 or a 3:45 game. That ball bounced over the fence, so we got a little delay. So this game, a lot of the life got sucked out of it when the Borrachos took that 11-2 lead. There's the first out in the 7th. Brings up Izzy. And Bully's a little shaky in that 2-inning stretch where Borrachos pushed out to the big lead. And Izzy tries to go to right. Quinn long run won't get there. And Izzy's still hustling. Oh, it would have been a spectacular tag. Trey Johnson playing possum tried to one-hand the throw and slap the tag. He might have had him, except the ball popped out of his hand. That looked like Javier Baez. And Izzy sliding in hard. I think Trey might have took that in the shin or the ankle a little bit. Clean slide. I think Izzy's even telling him that was pretty slick with one hand there. Had Izzy tried to go in standing up, he might have been out. And there's a swing and a foul ball, and the fan does a nice job. He jumped up and got just enough to prevent it from going over the fence. So that'll save us about 3 minutes. And now the sun's coming out, and I can't see a darn thing on the screen. So there's a little ground ball. Nice slick play by the second baseman. So down to the last out here. Brings up Jamie. And there's a ground ball to short. Cotto, pitch and catch. And that'll do it. So Los Barachos stays clean. They handle the upstart bully team. And we will be back later on, folks. I'm going to click off here. We will talk to you soon. We'll have more action later in the